On the behalf of the whole SEMS family, I welcome you all for this international webinar on the topic livelihood generation and disability. And to add our guest of honor and our speaker, Miss Himanshika Sharma. Ma'am, it's a great honor to have you with us, and we are very much thankful for your presence. As I can see, quite number of people are joining us. So before I proceed, let me take a brief moment for the introduction of my organization, SEMS. SEMS Welfare Foundation is a non-profit entity established to work in the areas of education, social welfare, women empowerment, skill development, entrepreneurship, livelihood generation, employability, health, research, culture, international cooperation, environment protection, and with the similar sector. We also promote healthy life, a balance, and a strong business. Now, let me introduce our speaker to you all, Ms. Himanshika Sharma, as she is the founder of the company named Rating Prism, and she is also a content writer along with a motivational speaker talking about her education qualification is that she has done her schooling of 10th and 12th from PKR Jain Senior Secondary Public School, and she has also done Bachelor's of Art in Economics from Kurukshetra University. She also has an expertise in the content management along with the web content optimizations. She also done a certification in the fundamental of the digital marketing and lots more. Talking about his working experiences that she has she has worked in a lot of company such as the Brainstorm Force, CashCaro.com, FriedCoffee.com, Cyber Chimes, in Digital, Apex Mixed Technology Private Limited, Islets, Material.com, and lots more.
Thank you so much, Abhishek. Before starting up with the given topic for today, I would just like to give a brief introduction about myself. While Abhishek has actually covered a lot of things, I would still like to add a bit more to it. I have worked as a freelance content writer for close to 8 years now. Also, I have served hundreds of national and international companies with my content writing services. Since the age of 3, I've been fighting with rheumatoid arthritis. Over the years, despite a lot of medicines and doctor appointments and everything else, the disease didn't stop spreading, but eventually it has left me with the limited to no mobility in most of the joints. Despite everything else, I managed to create a livelihood for myself and my family. That is what we are going to talk about today. How did I do it? And how can you or somebody else who might be disabled and you know them can do it as well. So let's just start with it. So do you see this number? That's how many people are there in the world, close to 8 billion. According to the World Health Organization data, an estimate of 1.3 billion people are living with significant disability. That's 16% of the world's population, or 1 in 6 of us. Talking about India, it's a country with more than 1.42 billion people. There are 26.8 million people who are disabled, which is 2.21% of the total population. Since the population is such high in numbers, does everyone get enough opportunities, whether disabled or not, both academically and professionally? The answer is pretty evident, which is no. Keeping in mind the challenges and issues that come up, how important is it to earn money and live a better life? Does it go beyond financial stability? Yes, because when you're capable of earning money, you get empowered, promote your independence, and foster your overall well being. So, here are some of the key reasons why livelihood generation is crucial for individuals, not just with disability, but in regular life as well. So, purpose, let's start with purpose. Engaging in meaningful work provides a sense of purpose. It helps you feel valued for your skills and contributions. For a person, being an active participant in the workforce allows breaking free from stereotypes and challenging societal perceptions if you are disabled, or if you're doing something out of the regular league. Secondly, improved life quality. A sustainable livelihood positively impacts various aspects of an individual's life. It allows you to access better healthcare, education, and living conditions. It opens doors to opportunities for personal growth. Role modeling and inspiration. This is completely, this is actually not only for disabled, but I also know so many of such people who have created livelihood in their regular lives with regular, things, and still manage to be role models and inspirations for themselves. When you succeed in livelihood generation, you become role models and source of inspiration for others facing similar challenges, especially when you are living with a disease. Your accomplishments challenge societal barriers and stereotypes, paving the way for increased opportunities and a more inclusive society. So let's get to the practical side of it. How can you become financially independent? Since the time of COVID, the work from home trend has increased significantly. But a lot of people are questioning the idea of work from home today, because after COVID and everything settling down, offices have opened up and everybody's asking for people to come into the office and work there. So is the condition still the same? Are there from home opportunities happening around the world? Or do people still need to go to the offices and do their work? Let's have a look at these statistics to understand the situation better. 49% of the employed population is working from home permanently, including those with normal physicality and disabled people. While work from home opportunities existed before COVID, they were less popular than in the COVID era. In fact, 57% of people accepted that they had never worked from home before COVID came into the picture. So, this has actually opened up a lot of doors for a lot of people to stay in the comfort of their homes and work. The trend is still going on, and it is quite evident from the fact that in 22, 59% of people work from home. So, you can easily find something that can be worked upon from your home. But what is it? Here are some of the options. Online tutoring. As you can see, revenue in the online education market is projected to reach $5.76 billion in 23, which concerns the rising demand in the sector. There are several online tutoring companies consistently hiring teachers who can teach online from home. If you know a subject well, you can sign up there. If you don't want to work with a third party, that's completely fine as well, because you can find students online and tutor them. You can find those who need a teacher for their the specific subjects, be it maths, physics, chemistry, whatever you're good at. There are so many people who are actually holding to go outside the country and settle down there. Hence there is a rise in IELTS and PTE. You can, if you are good with these languages, you can help these people prepare for these exams. Also, tutoring does not have to be restricted to academics itself. If you have any sort of skill, be it musical instruments, singing, dancing, art and craft, calligraphy, you name it. If you are skillful and you want to share that with other people, you can go ahead and share it with people. You can teach them. You can even create online courses and sell them to generate a passive income. Second option is freelancing. Now, this is something that I do. I've been a freelance content writer for a while now. And as it is obviously evident, I am not the only one. There are more than 1.57 billion freelancers in the world, and the number is just growing. If we go by the definition, a freelancer is someone who is self employed and can work with multiple people at a time. So if you are a freelancer, you can have like 10 clients at a time and then serve them with your skills and then earn money through it. It can be anything. If you know how to do content writing, if you know how to do graphic designing, web designing, social media management, there are so many options out there. So you can be a freelancer and go ahead with it. Monetize social media. The simple meaning of monetizing social media is effectively generating revenue from your social media presence or your social media audience. People are actually eating online and making tons of money. You can go to YouTube and search from ASMR videos, and they're just cutting things, and then they have like millions of subscribers and millions of views, and they're generating money from them. That's how easy it is getting when it comes to earning money. But of course, reaching that point is where you have enough followers and can make money through this is a long process, that requires a lot of patience and consistency. If you manage to get enough followers, you can get royalties from ads, views, collaborate with well established brands, and promote their products and services on your social media platforms and earn through that. So there are different ways to engage your audience in social media and then monetize from it. Here is an example of Jessica Kelgren Fozard. She is a British YouTuber and has more than 900,000 subscribers on her channel. She is deaf and has some other disabilities as well. She's known for her videos on disability awareness, LGBT history, and vintage fashion. So you just find out your niche, you find out what you're good at, and then just go on social media and start like making videos and uploading them. If you're good at arts and crafts, you can tailor clothes, you can manufacture something, just sell your products on the internet from your home. Now when we talk about selling products online, there are two ways to do that. You can either sell your products on a third party website like Amazon, just register on Amazon as a seller and then start sending your products there and then make money through that. This way, you will not have to spend a lot on advertising, but you will have to give a side cut or a fee or something like that to the site where you have registered. If you don't want to share your profit, if you want all the money for from the sales for yourself, you can set up a website of your own and sell your products there. But for that, you will have to look after everything. You will have to run the entire business yourself. This method is actually going to demand a lot of time, effort, and money, as you will have to do everything from scratch. But then again, it's easier to sell things online. Another one is just a second, virtual assistant. Yes, many people who are running solo businesses, especially the ones who are online and have gotten really popular, often have virtual assistant. Now, when we talk about assistant, it's just that you are working as an assistant but virtually. So you can help these businesses with your administrative tasks, like you can arrange meetings for them, take up calls for them, schedule some things for them, and all of those things. You can find virtual assistant openings through word of mouth, or you can also go to job sites. Now, apart from work from home options, you can even step into entrepreneurship, and that too from your home. You don't even have to step out of your home. You can do everything from your home itself. The internet is actually flooded with examples where you can find people, especially the disabled ones, who are nailing it in the world of profit and business. Here are some of the examples. This girl is Swasti. She was born with Down syndrome. Now, when we talk about somebody with Down syndrome, we cannot even imagine them having a business of their own. We can't even imagine them dealing with the world, let alone having a business. Here she is. She breaking all the barriers. She started Pudina Punch in March 2020. Initially, she sold only one or two bottles a day, but today she is completing more than 20 orders a day, which is really a great thing to do. Here is another one, Ajay Gupta. He was diagnosed with polio at the age of 9 months, leaving both his legs and left hand paralyzed. He started a play school in 2002 to ensure that children get quality education. Currently, he has more than 1,100 franchises all over the country. When your life is going smoothly and you are struck with a disease that leaves you disabled, in most scenarios, people can't even figure out how to adjust to this life changing situation and end up giving up. Contrary to this girl, Somita, found a need for inclusive clothing and started a brand, Zenica Fashions, when she was diagnosed with arthritis. She makes clothes for people with disabilities and offers employment to women. There are so many examples that talk about how they did and what they did. Now, when we talk about starting a business, it is easy said than done. I totally understand that. It's way too difficult for someone with a normal physical body, let alone somebody who is facing major challenges health wise. But to empower disabled people, the government of almost every country has come up with several initiatives that can help you enhance your skills or start a business. So in India, if you're starting a business and if you know somebody who's disabled or you are disabled yourself, here are some of the initiatives you can find out. National Action Plan for Skill Development of Persons with Disabilities, National Handicapped Finance and Development Corporation, Prime Minister's Rozgar Yojana. All of these plans, and there are more of them, all of these plans are aiming to create a sustainable and inclusive ecosystem. They help you develop your skill, start up with entrepreneurship, get employment, whatever you want. They also help you get assistance for setting up the entire business starting from scratch. The only idea behind these schemes is to make you economically self-reliant and financially independent. So if you are actually thinking of starting a business or getting a skill developed or acquiring knowledge, you can go through these schemes and then take help from them. Lastly, I'd like to say you can definitely succeed in life if you begin now. I know so many people who are dealing with huge challenges in life but are making a living. One of my friends actually has an elder brother who can't speak or hear, but he's making a living for himself. He's living in a metropolitan city. He has lived independently for so many years, and when we hear such stories, this is just like awestruck. And I talk to that person, like his brother, a lot, and get to know about how his brother actually functions in the daily life, which is amazing. So if you believe in yourself, you can definitely do it, whether disabled or not. It's just about starting up and going ahead with it. Consistency is the key. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful session. That for this, and I hope our audience and participant learn many things from these sessions. And ma'am, there are some questions which our audience want to know, ma'am. So shall we start?
Sure, sure.
Ma'am, how can individual with a handicap or some kind of disability so that he can generate his suitable livelihood?
Yeah, I mean, I have actually pointed out all the points, like all the possible points for a person. You can actually sit at home, and there are so many ways to earn your livelihood, right? Work from home, find out your ways, get skilled. Actually, there are so many. Even if you don't have skills, there are so many courses available online. There are so many resources available online, free of cost and at minimal the pricing as well, that you can enroll into. You can get your skills sharpened, and then you can just go on and work.
And can you just tell us some of the challenges that are that face by a handicapped person or some kind of person that is not physically fit or mentally fit?
Yeah, when we talk about mentally fit, yeah, when we talk about disability, actually it's a very broad term, right? Being a mentally unfit person, the challenges are way more than for somebody who is physically fit. But as we've seen with Swasti, who has Down syndrome, she started her business. She has Down syndrome, right? That is a mentally unfit thing to do, but she still started with it. There are challenges, obviously. Most of the times you don't get proper resources, you don't get proper strength, and most of all, you don't even get enough belief in yourself that you can do it, right? Society turns out to you, and they keep telling you, okay, you can't even walk, or you can't even do this, you can't even do that. How can you earn, or how can you create a business? But that's all, I think. That's the perception that people have created. If you look out there, if you do have belief in yourself, you can actually move mountains, regardless of whether you can walk or not.
Ma'am, actually, is there any kind of legal protection and rights for the disabled persons?
Regarding livelihood generation,
Yeah, regarding their, yes, ma'am, regarding their workplace in the office or some other stuff.
I don't think so. I haven't heard about it, if there are any, so I don't know about that thing right now.
Ma'am, how can ma'am, can someone choose industries in which they can work as they are physically not fit for that?
So every industry has come up with some or the other job opportunity that you can do from home, right? Whether you want to do some accounting part, HR part, marketing part, every industry needs that one person who can look after their business in that perspective. Yeah, so you need to first understand what you are interested in. If you are not interested in one industry, you will not be able to work in that industry at all. You will not be able to give your 100% in it. So you need to figure out your interest in it and then go for it. You need to find out what job opportunity will be suiting you. You need to work a bit on it, and then you can find out work from home opportunities in that industry.
Next question is there any kind of role of the state government or the central government to help the disabled candidate persons regarding their livelihood?
Yeah, I just told, right? I have shared government schemes and initiatives that are there that can help you get skilled, that can help you start up your business, that can help you get loans at minimal interest to start your business or learn something. There are also schemes that give you loans to go and learn something if you want to, right? So you need to just like first figure out what exactly you want and then find for that scheme, like look for that scheme.
And ma'am, the next question is asked by, is there any vocational rehabilitation services that is applied for disabled candidate? Yeah.
Yeah, there might be. I don't have that in my knowledge right now, but you need to actually check that in your city. There might be, I'm sure of it.
Can give one live example or one successful example that a person is like physically handicapped and he is now you can say that an icon or the star figure.
Star figure. Okay. I don't really know about somebody who's a star figure. But there are so many examples. Why do we actually need to go behind star figures when we have so many examples around us? You know, we need to pay them as much attention to take them to that pedestal and to give them that sort of attention that they deserve. Just like I mentioned, Zenica Fashion, she has lost 80% of her mobility because of psoriatic arthritis, and she has started up this all-inclusive fashion brand where she's serving people with other disabilities. Right? There are so many other. I, on the other hand, cannot walk, without support, and still I'm managing to create livelihood for myself and my family. So there are so many examples around us. Why we need to go to those who are already like very famous?
Yeah. Seriously, ma'am, it was really very nice opinion from your side, and I hope our audience and the participant learned many new things from this session, and
I
that
hope so
was
too.
a really piece of good
I
advice.
hope so.
Thank you, ma'am, for answering for all of this question.